I'm Lloyd Goochman. Welcome to another exciting episode of Through the Bumhole. Who lives in a tower like this? Let us take a look at this room. Some kind of canteen, as one might see in a school, or perhaps a prison, full of meatstuffs in the shape of... oh my word. Oh, it's a tower. Silly me. In this room we can see what looks to be a lot of locked exhibition stands containing, yes, an exquisite collection of bum plugs and assorted dildi from across the globe. Very nice. I may come back here later. Cut that last bit, Clarence. And here we are, at the top of the tower. I see meat staffs, suspicious fluid crystals, and... is that, yes, some sort of game-tiering board. Maybe whilst I'm here, I'll just take a look at that crystal.
Ah, Goochman, we've been expecting you.
Yes, we don't like daytime TV snoopers in here. Oh no. Meat staff's primed, I guess.
Bingo.
Sorry, Master. I failed.
God damn it, Goochman. Guess I'll have to find another way to take over this land. Don't show your face in my swamp again, you cunt.
Welcome to Shart Select.
Alright, try the burp first. Oh, there it is. Welcome to Shart Select. Recorded on location from the shed at the bottom of the Wizard's Tower. This episode is sponsored by Optimus Prime's robot ass oil. It'll lube you up good. Yeah, welcome to the podcast. Thanks, Master Benny. I am Winstolf, and I am joined by my usual cohorts, Ryan.
Hello.
And Stu.
Oh, yeah.
Stu! Oh, yeah. Sorry, were you just rummaging... Were you just rummaging in the cupboard behind the bed there, Stu?
I was saying aye, but in a funny way, so I think Clean Feed was just cutting it out for me.
Fair enough.
Not Clean Feed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, crispy. Crispy goodness. We're also joined this week by some guests. One of them is a semi-regular guest on this here podcast, but one of them is new. Yeah. So why don't our guest, the fresh meat for the grinder?
Virgin.
Yeah, prepared to be sharted on.
It's cherry.
Fair to have to Shart Select cherry popped. So, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Paul, also known as Yung Raptor, co-host of PIXI Podcast. I just play first-person shooters mostly, appear on the podcast and talk shit. And yeah, I think Pez just keeps me around for me gaming skill. But
well, this is a
mate, so you can follow him on
this is the theory that's been bandied around. This is a theory that's been bandied around, you know, that he's some kind of ringer that you get into beat Stu.
That's it. Yeah, he's my tool of Shart destruction that I wield.
Keeps me chained up in the corner until he needs me.
And who else is this?
Freeze.
Well, fair enough. It's only fair, isn't it? So who is this other beautiful southwestern voice we hear?
That's me. That's Ryan, the host of PIXI Podcast. I'm back now for me third or fourth time now on Shart's Dead. I'm not sure what's wrong with me, but I thought the thing is once you've been through a harrowing experience, you almost want someone else to experience it to have someone to understand it. So that's why I've brought
a therapy group. Yeah,
I've brought Yung Raptor with me here today because I said to him that I don't like. You know, when I start shaking and saying things about grapefruit and stuff like that, he understands.
Yeah, it's like when these three older men start asking me really weird personal questions, you'll understand why it's weird.
I was like, I literally, I wasn't sure whether, it was my first ever time on the podcast with him. And I literally just didn't understand the questions they were giving me. They were like, just say castle, mate. And I was like, what? I was like, what? Are they? I wasn't sure whether they were stroking themselves whilst they really liked the word castle or what. But I was just
We're not perverts. We were stroking each other.
Yeah, that was one of the questions, wasn't it? Yeah.
One of the questions was, can you say castle for us, please? And I was like, what?
We're all here being there, they're like, hey, wait up, what, lads, let's do it. He just said castle then. Oh, that's right good, that. Like listening to fucking Emmerdale or something, isn't it?
But,
right.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back, and I'm happy to be back, even though, I differ in opinion to a lot of what you guys say. Like, I really like Half-Life.
I do.
I think
like Half-Life.
Gordon Freeman's great. I also think that milk should always go in a tea first.
Nah.
That should always be the case.
But he missed brews.
Fucking disgusting.
Because when you squeeze a tea bag against the thing, you know how strong the tea is then, don't you? Like you just keep squeezing it.
Yeah, but that's why you put the
strong.
water in first, so then you know how much milk to put in, so you can...
And you take the tea bag out last after you've put the milk in.
Yeah.
I like the fact that even
agree
PIXI
with
Podcast has a divide here, and Young Raptor is clearly enlightened.
Yeah.
You're all wrong.
Do you do your
You're all
milk
wrong.
in
That's
first
all
with
I've got to
coffee
say.
as well?
You're all wrong. You put the milk in first, then you squeeze it against the side. You know how strong it's going to be then when you're having your cup of tea.
What if you put too much milk in there?
Pixie's like that.
There's plenty of cows down here.
Just got milk on in the field nearby.
No, you definitely
Pixie,
have to
stop!
put
That's not a cow!
You put the milk in first, and then you squeeze it against the side, because then you know what gradient you give your tea, because you can see the colour change. And then the other thing that I differ on opinion is that I'm better at Call of Duty than all of you at Shart Select.
Except me.
You're definitely better than me.
No, I am better than you, Ryan. It's just the bloody crossbows, mate.
Just the bloody crossbows. And the game before where I won as
If
well.
it wasn't thanks to the crossbows, mate, when we played with the guns after the crossbows match, I ruined you, mate.
But the first game you didn't, and you only won the second game.
What? That was 6-5
on
you beat me in that
pistols.
game, mate. So that was very tight,
Right,
And other than
okay,
one
Teddy.
shipment match, I pissed all over Stu, didn't I? Eh?
Did you? That's grim, man. Did you record it? We can put that on our Patreon. People are paid to watch that.
Put on the OnlyFans.
PIXI Water Sports, mate.
Yeah, on your OnlyFans. Which is me.
We're all each
So
other's
anyway,
OnlyFans.
That's true. It's a real cycle joke around here. So, just to get us back on subject, a brief description of Shart Select. We are a weekly gaming podcast recorded under orders for a bunch of worryingly bizarre wizards who live in a firm, satisfyingly rigid tower. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever podcast service you use, and help us reach more people. If you would like to contact us with any ideas, feedback, or just for a chat, then we can be reached at Shart Select Pod on Twitter and all other socials. We also have a Patreon at www.patreon.com/ShartSelect, where you pledge to gain access to extra Drip Tray episodes, much like Pixie here has, along with other various gubbins. With that said, let's get on with it. Yay! So, there we go. We're ready to rock. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, our guests today, but Ryan is a very surprising person.
He's not,
Right.
Not just when he wins at Call of Duty against Pixie, but
That
other
wasn't a
ways as
surprise.
well.
That was new. That was.
Wow. Get off your high horse ride. I'm
Get
not
off your
having
gaming
it,
chair,
mate.
Ryan.
Just because Grief Burrito's stupid chat came in with crossbows and rocket launchers, mate. And you've got your bloody PC aiming, where all of a sudden, honest to God, this guy's like Legolas. He's just like, choo, choo. All I see is arrows in my head, mate.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to aim.
100%.
I was just thinking of the Principal Skinner meme then. Am I wrong? No, Grief Burrito. He's the one that's wrong.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
it's always
Beef
cool.
Burrito,
I
if you
I blame
should watch a
Harrison.
video by theirs.
A video?
Yeah, with Pixie, you should watch a video on their YouTube called "How to Make a Proper Cup of Tea."
Oh, yeah, actually did a video of that.
Yeah, it's a very seductive brew making.
That is so nutsford.
Tutorial. Yeah.
That's so nutsford. I will show these people how to make a brew. Everyone knows, as long as it's the colour of He-Man, you've done it right.
Mine's more the colour of Skeletor.
That's definitely done it wrong.
They have a little He-Man gauge next to him, like a little action figure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If it's the colour of Prince Adam, you've put too much milk in. You have to gauge it back to He-Man. If it's the colour of Duncan Biscuits, don't even fucking bother showing up. Anyway, with that rant out of the way, let's hit Ryan's surprise.
So I've got a little thing just before Ryan's surprise.
Oh, let's not hit Ryan's surprise. Go on.
Let me just get my little thing out. A little bit of a chode grind, not too much of one. When Americans say, I'm just going to fix something to eat, really just great. Fucking just... What are you fixing? You're not fixing anything, are you?
I think there's a broken sandwich on the side with those sparks coming out of it and stuff, and they just get like a little repair tool like in Far Cry or something, and just mend it, then they can eat it.
Like a blowtorch?
Yeah, that's right. You just blowtorch a sandwich until it's edible.
And sparks come out and then it's ready.
I think that's right,
Paul's from... He has lived in Devon most of his life, but originally is from Scotland.
Yeah, I'm Scottish.
And one of the things that used to grind my chode about, he used to say, is what did you used to call, like, fizzy drink? I can't
Pop.
remember. Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop.
You can't call it pop, can you? You know?
The way I see it
It's
is,
Pop.
Scotland is home to the Bar Corporation, which is probably Fizzy Pop's greatest son. So if he says it's called Pop, it's called Pop.
It is pop. Cousins that live in Scotland once asked for a tin of juice.
A tin of juice.
Yeah, tin of juice.
You mean a can of pop?
And there's PIXI like, a can of what? It's called soda.
Should I just say like a can of Coke
can
or
of
a can of
carbonated
Pepsi?
soda.
Can of juice or can of fizzy pop?
A tin of juice.
Tin of juice.
It's like Australians calling cans of beer tinnies. So it's a tinny, it's a can of beer. A tin's like what you get cat food in. A can is what you get beer in. They're two different things. I don't know what you mean. So Stu, yeah, that was a good, not quite what grinds your chode, but kind of is. I like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So are we ready for Ryan's shocking surprise?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ryan, you're up. Spotlight's on you, baby.
The spotlight's not on me. I heard Professor Ryance is back.
Oh, is he?
Go and have a look.
Ah, fuck off then, Ryan. Let's go find Professor Ryance. Hello, Professor Ryance. You in your lab?
Hello.
Hey.
Come on in, boys.
Are you sure you're not just Ryan?
No. This beard and moustache is totally not stuck on.
Oh, fair enough. Nice to meet you then, Professor Ryance. What have you got for us?
Just let me just have a look, see what I can find for you.
In your big filing cabinet of facts.
Rummage round.
File of facts.
Yeah.
Is he like the one in Half-Life where he's got a little pet head crab running around?
Yes, he has, but it lives in his pants for some reason.
Yeah.
We have to...
It's a little head crab, that's what it sucks on.
Little lice.
We've got to keep it on brand.
Okay. So, a mysterious radio burst that keeps repeating just woke up, right on schedule.
What?
Yeah.
Where is it? What's it do?
So, earlier this year, astronomers announced a dazzling discovery, a fast radio burst called FRB 121102. Wasn't just repeating, but it was repeating on a discernible cycle. How interesting is that?
Where does it live? Did they pinpoint where it comes from?
Yeah. So for around 67 days, the source went silent. Then for around 90 days, it wakes up again, spitted out repeated millisecond radio flares before falling silent, and then the whole recycle repeats every 157 days.
That is mad. Wonder where it is.
Yeah.
I bet it's the Wizards. Master Ferry set it up. Just to fuck with people.
So, however, fast radio bursts are extremely mysterious. There's no guarantee that the cycle would continue. So it's pretty exciting that a source has flared up again, right on cue, consistent with the predictions of its activity cycle. This suggests that there's significant value in monitoring known fast radio burst sources, but also in continuing to watch FRB 121102 to try and understand what could be causing the phenomenon.
That is weird, man.
Yeah.
Where's it originating?
It does get there, I think. I'll just keep reading. And
Professor
hopefully
Ryance
it'll tell you where it comes from.
Professor Ryan's big document. He's just reading through it now.
So, a quick refresher. Fast radio bursts are, as the name suggests, bursts of radio waves that are very fast, just a few milliseconds long, coming from galaxies millions to billions of light years away.
Oh, wow.
But they're also extremely powerful. Within those milliseconds, they can discharge as much power as hundreds of millions of suns.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think I'd say it's someone CB stuck on in Croydon. This is next level.
Most of the time, they flare up once, and we've not heard from them since, making them impossible to predict and very difficult to trace. And we don't know. Oh, hang on. Let me try and find out where I've got these screenshots so they match up.
What, you mean your official document?
Yes, sorry, man. Yeah. We don't know what causes them, although recent evidence points to pretty strongly to a type.
He sounds like one of these
neutron
COVID
star
scientists
called
on the
magnet
news, doesn't he?
stars.
The COVID science,
all
isn't it?
over the shop. Don't know what he's really talking about. He's just like, yeah.
I'm also like, it's kind of like Trump reading a statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he's reading it off an auto cue, but doesn't know what he's talking about. No, it's still going. So, but a handful of fast radio burst sources can be detected repeating, and these could be one of the keys that helps at least partially solve the mystery. Before the cycle was discovered by a University of Manchester astronomer, I'm not going to pronounce his name, unfortunately, because I can't. So
Quasimodo P. Fluff and stuff.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah. So FRB 121102 was already famous for being the most active fast radio burst discovered yet, spitting out repeated bursts several times in its discovery in 2012. Because it repeats, astronomers could watch for activity and trace it to a source galaxy. But it was the first fast radio burst to be localized to a star-forming region in the dwarf galaxy 3 billion light years away.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it's coming from a galaxy 3 billion light years away, and it's cycling.
So is this professor from Manchester, is he your protege, Professor Ryan?
Quasimodo P. Fluff and stuff, or is he a rival?
Oh, no, it's like an apprentice, yeah.
Tom Every knows.
Yeah. It's an apprentice. I'm the head of all things science.
Head of science.
Yeah.
No wonder the wizards like to keep you around.
Yeah, definitely.
All things science.
Yeah. If it's science related, my name's there somewhere.
You can find it in the small print.
Yeah. So the discovery of periodicity in the activity based on 5 years worth of data could place some important constraints on what it could be.
Ooh.
For instance, high mass X-ray binaries in the Milky Way, those that contain neutron stars, can have orbital periods of up to hundreds of days, but there are subtypes of binary systems which much shorter periods. These could be ruled out for FRB 121102.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it, really?
So it's quite interesting, that, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it? Who wonder what the fuck it is? I've heard that the script AI has actually worked out what it is. Shall we ask it? Script AI, what do you think it is?
I think it is telling you how to make a job of spaghetti.
Oh. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks, AI script computer. That was a bit aggressive. Sorry about that, Pixie. I think it was aiming at you there.
That's brutal, mate.
It's fucking right to Skynet. Right to Skynet. Just leave it to it. It's not actually connected to the internet.
I'm used to really getting shit from bots, like the one that Ryan installed on his computer to beat me.
This trash talk is amazing.
What's the AI script?
What if I told you that Stu's a bot just in general? He's not even a real person. He's just a bot we made.
What, you just made him?
Yeah, there is no Stu. It's like weird science. We went to make a sexy lady and made Stu. It's alive. What is it? I don't know. but it loves Xbox. Right.
Yeah,
okay then.
Very fascinating. Ryan is bit spinny. Usually, he reads these AI scripts, mate, and just that's is completely different from that. But yeah, I guess it's a surprise, mate. That's why we're.
Surprise, mate.
Ryan
Exactly,
always
mate.
surprises.
I didn't know
Sometimes
if
he
it was
shows
a
up naked
skit
for the
till
waist
halfway through, and I
band.
was like, oh shit, wait a minute, this is serious. Like, he's been...
No, it's not always about dicks and suggestive things that look like bumholes there on Shart.
yeah.
Sometimes we like to educate. So then, thank you, Professor Ryance. That was really good. Now we're going to go and find Ryan again. Catch you in a bit.
Bye.
Hello, Ryan. Just been to see Professor Ryance. Why are you out of breath?
No, because you left me here, didn't you? So I've just been power wanking.
Oh, fair enough. I always thought you'd
Never
be
see
running
those
back
fuckers
from
in
the
the same
Western
place,
Tower.
do you? You know.
Yeah, it's very strange. But hey, Ryan, why don't you like Professor Ryance? He's wicked, man.
I was going to come with you, but you just shut the door in my face, so I just stayed here.
we told you fuck off, didn't we? Sorry. It's all these allegations of you using a trainer or a bot to beat PIXI. It's sour in the air between everyone.
That's pretty funny, isn't it? If you're getting accused of being a bot, then you must be doing something pretty good.
Truth.
Struth. Right then. So now we've had Ryan surprised. Let's see what our lovely co-host Stu has got up his voluminous, gaping sleeve.
My voluminous sack. Let me just delve into
All
it.
right.
Right, so I've got the same quiz as last week with a few changes, or I've got a very secret special surprise. If you want that.
Can we have the secret special?
It's, you can have both.
No.
if
Yeah,
you
let's
want.
do it, man.
Right, okay. So the secret special one is a Sonic fanfic that I found.
This should be enlightening.
Well, it's definitely something.
Oh god, is it one of those ones? A bit Rule 34.
Yeah.
Strap yourselves in, folks. We've got to go fast.
Are you ready?
I don't think so, but let's do it.
I don't think Pixi's old enough to hear this, actually.
Cover your
It's
ears, Pixie.
very suggestive. Right,
Who's
okay.
Sonic?
Oh, do you mean you Sonic?
What do you mean, you Sonic?
You triggered straight away then.
I don't know.
It's the triggered him.
Sounds like some ancient console that proper old bastards would play, you know?
Put it this way, he's based on an amalgamation of Michael Jackson and Bill Clinton, so you're probably right. Yeah, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead, let's have it.
So do I have to try and do the voices?
Hello, Fenric here. I've just taken over the podcast with magic. Just to let you know that the next part, it's a bit grim. It's a weird Rule 34 fanfic about Sonic the Hedgehog characters. As usual, I can't leave Stu alone for 2 minutes. Okay, you've been warned. Bye.
Ah, fuck! The blue hero moaned under his dominant ebony rival as he thrusted into him, letting him adjust to his size. Fuck, you're so tight. Shadow groaned as he started moving faster into the smaller hedgehog.
What the fuck?
Sonic's hands were pinned above his head as he arched his back, trying to get used to the other's size. Glad that he didn't put his entire member in.
Oh my fucking word!
I wish I heard more. The hero whimpered as a quiet moan as Shadow. Hang on.
Stu's got his dick out.
The hero's whimper and quiet moans. It's just written so fucking
It
shit.
was written as someone was trying
And
to
moans
jerk
as
off, that's why.
made Shadow lose it and go roughly into him. Shadow! The hero could barely shout his name as his moans filled the heated room they were in. I don't ever want to read it. It's fucking grim.
Almost there.
Yeah, I'm
After
not
a
there
long
yet.
after a long fight that day, the two decided to calm things down at the bar. They agreed to go, but had way too many drinks than they should had. And since the small hedgehog was the one who drank less, knowing he was a lightweight, what? He had seen how drunk the other was getting and took him to the room.
Oh my god! Are we
So
suggesting that he
Sonic
raped him?
quite nicely took Shadow, pissed up Shadow
Yeah.
to the room, and then pissed up Shadow
Yeah.
took advantage of poor little Sonic.
Well, let's carry on. That being the worst mistake the hero has ever done before. And as soon as the hero put his rival on the bed, he was quickly pinned down and roughly kissed.
Fuck! This is like rapey.
Sonic's ears perked up and gasped, and intense pleasure ran all over his body. Look, right there! The smaller one yelled out at the other. Why is it so weird, smaller and bigger? I'm close, Shadow moaned, feeling a knot in his stomach after a few deep and rough thrusts into the hero's G-spot. Yes, you're so good! The Azure Hedgehog moaned loudly as he came in between their stomachs.
Oh, God!
He panted heavily and moaned softly at Shadow's thrusts and grasped a sudden pleasurable feeling. The Shadow reached his climax and came inside him. Shadow! The Ebony One pulled out and panted heavily. He collapsed next to his rival and the two quickly fell asleep exhausted.
Ban this sick filth!
Where the fuck did you find this?
That's chapter 1.
Have you got to do a chapter a week, Stu?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
Just a thought, we should probably put a disclaimer at the start of the episode. Warning, contains fucking weird fanfiction about Sonic.
Yeah, written by Stu.
Man.
I didn't write that. I didn't write better than that.
Yeah, Stu would have put a lot more detail in.
It wouldn't have been Sonic. It wouldn't have been Shadow. It would have been Stu, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
The Stu thrust inside Sonic with his turgid member, making eye contact with Knuckles from across the room.
Yeah, getting Knuckles ready to lube up his fist.
Yeah.
Glide into me, Knuckles!
But wear this. Pulled out a foxtail bum plug.
Now, whoever was singing the Sonic song in the background gave me the idea, Stu. You should definitely put the Green Hill Zone music in the background to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the ring noise when he comes as well.
Oh my word. What has this podcast become?
I'm sure you say that every week.
Oh, and the drowning music when he's getting close. Dun, 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 dun.
Forgot about that music.
Oh man, that's etched into my nightmares, that. Fair enough.
Well, anyway, so the actual feature is the 3-word description
Oh yes,
game.
I like this.
I'm rubbish at this.
So I'll read out a description. So, for example, Foxtail Bumplug would be Tails from Sonic. You have 3 lifelines. You can ask for the game, the genre, or phone a friend.
Yep.
I'll be the friend,
That's
by the
good.
way.
I've not got any friends other than you guys, so I'm glad.
No, exactly. That's where I thought you'd struggle.
Definitely.
Yeah, so a little change in last week since Craig just totally dominated and destroyed the whole fucking thing and made Ryan cry.
Like Sonic and Shadow we were.
Go and take it in turns. So Pixie can choose A or B.
B.
Right, okay. So you two can go first. Right,
So
are you ready?
we're working in teams now, yeah, against each other.
Yeah, you and Paul, and then Ryan and Craig.
It's over already.
Right. So, Ryan and Craig, are you ready?
Yes.
Time, warp, Arab.
It's Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Very good.
Time Warp Arab. I like that.
Right. Are you ready, Pixie? Hairy construction worker.
Hairy construction worker.
Yeah.
Hairy.
Who's farting?
I don't know. That's my buzzer. I'm trying to buzz in.
All right.
Pass.
Oh, Ducker got in. Right, do you two want to try and steal?
Are you going for what I thought it was, Ryan?
Yeah.
Is it Donkey Kong?
It is Donkey Kong.
Donald Kong.
Donald Kong. Conky Dong himself.
Donald Kong now.
This is rigged.
Yeah.
Right, Ryan and Craig, ready? 50s cartoon boy.
Ooh. 50s cartoon boy.
Competitive now. Yeah, go with that one. Yeah.
Is it Mickey Mouse?
Steal. I got it.
Oh.
It's
Go
the
on.
Fallout boy. Fallout guy.
Oh,
Yeah, the old boy, that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
Shit, mate.
fair enough. Good answer.
Intensity. Belief.
Yeah. Boof.
Right. Pixie. Super swole marine.
Master Chief.
No, it's not. It's not that swole.
You're an idiot.
Just steal that bad boy then.
Go on, then.
Oh, if we pointed at me like you
Is
knew
it? Oh god, fuck! Is it Marcus Phoenix?
Oh, that's a bunch of shite.
Must be thumping my chest there like a Donkey Kong.
Fucking same bloke.
Right.
Yes.
You ready, Craig? Cocky Demon's Son.
Demon's Son. Oh, is it Dante from Devil May Cry?
Yeah, fuck's sake, yeah, it is. I would make these harder.
You're making me harder.
Fucking rigged to Shart Select, this is.
You could have chose there. Sorry, like you choose which ones you wanted. Right. You ready, Pixie?
Wait.
Sassy Killing Machine.
Sassy killing machine.
Hmm.
What would be sassy?
You've got your lifelines.
Here we go. A lifeline. Shit.
Yeah, we'll phone a friend.
Phone a friend. It's not going to be that helpful. Who can it be? Oh, yes. Phoning Master Cumrag. Let me think. He says things like sarcastic response.
He says things like sarcastic response. It's not the Sam unit from Outer Worlds, is it?
Nope.
Oh, ready to steal that bad boy.
In the dark on it.
We're ready to steal. Pixie's
Go
got
on,
to kick himself because he was talking about this game just before.
Yeah.
HK47.
Sarcastic response.
Sarcastic response.
Oh.
Would you like me to kill them, master?
Yeah.
The meat bags are expendable.
She's getting dominated here. You ready,
Yes.
Craig? Thick trench coat man.
Thick trench coat. Fuck. Mr. X from Resident Evil. Yes!
Yep.
I was thinking Doctopus.
Doctopus.
I was watching some of that original
Right, you ready,
cartoon
Pixie?
before, and how Aunt May didn't realise there was super villains. It's like he's in the hospital. Dr. Octopus is literally wearing his costume, and then over the top he's got a really long, like beige trench coat on.
Somehow hidden his tentacles behind his coat.
Yeah, and also Peter Parker is as well because he's got the Spider-Man suit underneath, and because he convinces them that he's just stole the costume so he can rescue his aunt. So he walks out as well with a big trench coat on, the exact same with the Spider-Man suit.
They got it from
underneath.
the same place.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
If Dr. Octopus walked to the hospital in disguise, everyone would be like, "Oh, it's Elton John, can I get your autograph?" Oh, actually, where are we up to, baby?
PIXI Podcast, guess. Hungry thick man.
Pac-Man.
Oh,
It's Pac-Man, yeah.
I was thinking it might be
Nice
Kirby.
ball. Comebacks on.
Right.
Yes.
You ready, Craig? Underwater thick father.
Underwater thick father. Ooh.
Yeah, go with your guy.
I don't know if that's the best I've got. Is it Poseidon? Oh,
No,
I was thinking Neptune.
Big Daddy Bioshock.
SpongeBob.
it is Big Daddy, yeah.
Oh, good
Ah,
one.
no, they didn't get
good
that.
one. I like that.
It's a game that was made after 1980, you know? It's good.
Oh, I have those modern games. I've heard of them.
Right, you ready? Giant laptop.
Giant laptop.
Flat
Flat
top.
top. Giant flat top.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah, me
What
too.
on earth is that?
You got 2
Oh yeah,
lifelines
we'll
left.
use one of the lifelines.
Which one? Game or
Cheating
genre?
again, you see.
Game. Street Fighter.
Pass.
What?
Oh, yeah, we've got this one.
Should we do it in a song? Should we do the theme tune?
Yeah.
Style.
Although,
It's Guile.
technically, there is someone else with a more giant flat top.
There is.
And we were going to go with that
Who?
person until they use their lifeline. It's only Paul from Tekken.
Paul Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because this is a proper... He's just like a tower top.
I know
innit?
what.
Yeah, it's like.
Street Fighter's too old for PIXI
Street
to remember
Fighter
that one, the
release
original,
date,
isn't it, really?
30th of August, 1987.
Street
I
Fighter
wasn't,
5.
I
Street
wasn't
Fighter
born
5 came
till
out last year.
1994.
Street Fighter 5 came out last year. That's got a guy in it.
Yeah. It's got the film in it.
Oh, with Van Damme, yeah. He's such a good
He
film.
hasn't got a flat top, though.
No, he's just Van Damme. He's got a big American tattoo on his arm, yet he's clearly Belgian as fuck all the way through it. It's fantastic. It makes no sense.
Anyway.
So it's 7-3 so far, so you've got quite a bit to make up here.
Last one's 10 points, yeah?
All right, round 2. So I'm going to say a name, and you have to say whether it's a name that I've made up, or say whether it's a real name, and then you can get an extra point for telling me what game that person's from. So, you want to pick A or B again,
A.
Pixie? So then you can't say that I'm cheating. A? Right, you want to go first. So, you can steal, but there's no lifelines in this one.
Oh, we saved our lifelines for nothing.
Oh, well. Didn't need them.
Right, so, first one. Roscoe McQueen.
Ooh. Roscoe McQueen is not real.
He is real. Do you two want to guess what game he's from?
Oh, I know it was a PS1 game about firefighters. But
Oh, yes, it was. Yeah, it's a firefighter one.
I
Wasn't
can't
it?
remember what the actual title was, though.
Firefighters.
Rigged.
No, I'm just old. I remember PS1 games.
Was it?
You just going with firefighters,
I
right?
can't remember what the title was, so we'll have to. I suppose we'll have to take the knock on that one. What was the title?
Right,
Roscoe
you get-
McQueen's Mean,
one-
Clean Machine.
Dream Machine.
Yeah.
No, it's Roscoe McQueen's Extreme
Oh, fair enough. We were
Firefighter.
close.
Yeah.
Not close enough, sadly, but we were close.
Right, you two chose Edge Maverick.
Fucking hell. Fuck. What do you think, Ryan?
Nah.
Nah, it's too good. It's got to be false.
No, it's a real name. Pixie can steal with the name of the game.
Edge, what was it?
Edge Maverick.
Edge
Edge Maverick.
He's
We're
Googling
going
it.
to go with
He's fucking Googling it.
Ace Combat.
It's believable the way they're written.
Star Ocean: The Last Hope.
Oh,
Never
that game was
heard of it.
garbage. I bought that on the PS2. Remember when we went to Liverpool at college, Stu, and we bought those. I bought that PS2 game. It was fucking shit. He was in that.
Right, Pixie's one. Shield Star Sun.
nah, fake.
It's
Ooh,
fake.
catching us up. Should we try and name the game? Do we know what the name?
I've already got the point.
There wasn't a game, I made it up.
We can name a fake game, can't we? World of Warcraft 2. All right.
Right,
Yeah.
you ready? Shoot Gunner.
Shoot Gunner. Gotta be fake.
No, it's not fake.
Must be from one of those old Red Dead.
Where's it from then? Oh no, they're gonna guess, aren't they? Happy. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a guess.
We're gonna go with what was it? Shoot Gunner.
Yeah.
Shoot Gunner.
Yeah, we'll go.
Red Dead Revolver.
No, it's not. Metal Gear.
Fucking hell, what? Which one?
First
Yeah,
one.
from 84 or something.
When Hideo Kojima had just started going insane.
Right, this is Pixie's guess now. isn't it?
Yeah.
Cream the Rabbit.
Green the Rabbit.
Cream.
Oh, fake.
It's not fake.
Jump in the gun.
Quick fire, mate.
Paul's desperate. Please stop jumping the gun in the background.
Oh, wait.
I'm thinking.
You
I'm
wanna steal?
thinking it's a Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Yeah,
What?
it is. There's
Yeah.
loads.
Is there a weird fan fiction involving Cream the Rabbit, Stu? When
Probably.
Sonic creams all over the rabbit.
Yeah.
I feel dirty now.
I'm getting flashbacks of that thing. It's gross.
Sonic and Shadow.
I hear it was a deleted cutscene from Sonic 06.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Probably was. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oozing Wounded. Oozing Wounded.
What do you think, Ryan? Yeah, I think it's real. Oh! The tension was so hot in there. It's like, ooh, come on.
What's the overall score then? How many's left?
So there's 4 left to guess, and in this round it's 2-1. So
Don't play for.
no, it's them.
Now,
You've only got one right so far.
No.
right, so this is for 2-2
Right,
then.
Pixie, you ready? Yeah, well, you can get 2 points on some of them,
Fucking
yeah.
sort your act out, Paul.
Well, them two are going to fall out now and it'll be all too small.
Right. Mace Griffin.
Fake.
That's real.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
you have
you
to take the
take the
first
first
answer.
Bollocks.
Oh,
no!
Stop just shouting shit.
I think he had his own game.
I'm firing the bloody fake gun like hell. I'm just going playing the percentages, just keep going for 50%. The next one has to be fake, mate. Straight up. It will be fake.
Mace Griffin. Can't remember what the game it was. Did he have his own game title, like Mace Griffin something?
Extreme Firefighter.
Fuck. Come on.
Just, I don't know, to be honest.
I'm going to take a random guess. Advent Rising. What was it?
Mace Griffin,
Oh,
Bounty
I was
Hunter.
so close!
Oh,
Next.
Firefighter.
Right. So Chode's going it.
This is for the win, is it not?
Yeah, it probably can win.
I
Might as
am
well carry on.
throbbing.
Depends if you want any dignity
Throbbing
from
with
it.
anticipation.
Vincent Tiger.
Vincent Tiger. Is that what you said? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Vincent Tiger.
That's not the real name of King from Tekken, is it?
That'd be a fucking rip-off, wouldn't it? What do you think, Ryan?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Should we go with-
The heart says no.
My heart says no. Yeah, go on. We'll go with false.
It's false. Right, Pixie.
Fake.
TJ Money.
Yes! Come on, I told you, mate.
Right,
the
no
next
more
one was going to be
50-50
fake.
guessing.
Come
I
on.
barely finished the sentence, you already shouting fake.
Right, and the last one. Gamma Cool Spirit.
Gamma Cool Spirit.
I don't know, that sounds too fake not to be fake.
It's like a double bluff.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's up to you, that one, Craig.
I'm gonna play the pixie wheel and go fake.
It's fake.
Yes! Good game.
GG.
Yeah, cheat.
Fucking did.
Hear these bickering in the background now.
Great.
Lost again.
All right.
I've got one for you, Stuart, now.
Ooh,
Go on.
Cave Johnson. Yeah,
That's real.
what's it from?
Portal 2.
Important to
Fair
know.
enough.
I was half expecting that one to show up.
Yeah, it's a good one, that, isn't it? That'd be a bit like, what? Is that real? Right then. So, that's Stu's challenge.
You
Right.
voiced it. Sorry.
Huh?
Who voiced him?
Who voiced him? Was it?
Dave Johnson.
Was it? What's his? No, he voiced the little bald Stephen Merchant, didn't he? Who voiced the other one there? Who voiced Cave?
Pretty sure it was J.K. Simmons, but I'm not sure now.
Oh, J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is the man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's good. He's the one true J. Broner Gainison.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
J.K. Simmons. He's a dude.
Yeah.
Fair play. All right then. So all that's left now is to indulge our guests' egos with a bit of an interview section. Now, Pixie knows what to expect. He's encountered this horror before. Paul hasn't.
Nope.
This should be very interesting. Are we ready?
Infant dinosaur quiz.
The infant dinosaur quiz. But also Pixie's allowed to answer too, because we want full exposure for our lovely guests and for them to be fully exposed for the audience's pleasure.
Yeah. First question. How big is Pixie's dick?
Whoa! That is not the first question. I'm saving that one till the end.
Oh, right. Sorry, I see it at the bottom now.
Hold on, Paul. Paul, I'll just get it on the table, mate. You just measure it there, quick, bud.
That was an excellent bit of audio theatre. That was fantastic. I salute you, sir. Right then, question 1. What is the Pixie/Young Raptor origin story? How did you two meet, and what made you want to podcast together?
Shit.
When did we start experimenting?
Like Sonic and Shadow, were you?
Who's the top and who's the bottom?
Nah, must be like...
we went to what in regards to us doing like gaming stuff together, or just when we became friends?
How did you meet, and what led you into the podcast?
Primary school, we met.
Yeah, we met primary school fucking 15 odd years ago.
Yeah, Paul came to primary school, and he was
15 odd years ago.
He was the
Fuck.
He was the brand new.
I was a new kid that came from Manchester.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit like, what the fuck have I walked into?
Yeah, we know that.
Little Devonshire town.
All I knew about Manchester
driving
was
tractors
just
about.
a total shithole. So I just thought
you're not wrong.
Where I came from, it definitely was.
But nah, so yeah, he came to school, and yeah, he was a new kid, so to begin with, everyone hated him, and then
everyone loved me by the end.
And yeah, and then we became friends, and we used to like be sort of more acquaintances in primary school. And then,
we weren't very close in primary school.
And
we
then
just knew each other.
High school, we really like
amped up the sexual part of our relationship.
It was, yeah. It was when puberty hit, you know. And so we started doing free running together.
Yeah,
was how it began.
Parkour.
And we used to run around like the crappiest little park you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, literally. Yeah. And we used to run around, and we used to like dive over the swings and like, you know, vault a fence and
fair play.
Can you say parkour like again, Pixie?
What's that?
Can you say parkour again?
Parkour.
Get that parkour.
Parkour on the side of a barn.
So we started doing that, and then we went from there to just we then started playing video games together. And I had an original Xbox still, and we used to do like Elder Scrolls nights where Paul would play Oblivion on his Xbox, and I would play Morrowind on my original Xbox because he had a 360 and I had an original Xbox, and we used to do little Morrowind nights. And then of course we really, really bonded when we started playing Call of Duty together online.
Yeah. The very first one, Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously that was my first introduction into online gaming as well.
Yeah. And
nice.
And then we ended up smashing Modern Warfare 2, and then we've sort of been Call of Duty brothers ever since, you know?
Well, we do, to be fair. I've still got it in my wardrobe at home. There's a Modern Warfare PIXI hoodie.
Yes.
Like about 5-6 years ago when we first started it.
Because initially PIXI, as you can tell by our email, which is PIXI Perp, which is Paul Urquhart, Ryan Perry.
Yeah.
It was initially the both of us started it up as like a streaming. We're going to be like a streaming duo, and then it ended up fizzling out, and then I just turned it into a podcast.
Yeah. And then
fair play. You made the right decision because it's a good podcast.
Yeah, definitely made the right decision.
One thing that makes us feel old though is when you said you left primary school 15 years ago, like Fuck, it's been over 50 years since I left fucking high school.
Shit.
Jesus.
Same the other day, like, remembering that game. Oh, fucking hell, that game was like 14 years ago. These are just leaving primary school.
Fucking mad, isn't it?
I left high school in 04, so
Yeah, I left in
16 years ago.
We
2001,
left
we
high
great
school in 2011.
Jesus, man. Fuck.
We left primary school in '96.
Jesus.
We're so
I
old.
was a little bubba. I was 2 years old. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, shitting Christ. Right then, let's move on to question 2 before I feel depressed. When it really boils down to it, who's best, Pixie or Mr. Raptor?
At what?
Everything, in general.
Life.
Oh, see, there's...
See, we're quite close on a lot of things.
We are, yeah. Yeah, we've measured a couple of times, haven't we, mate?
Yeah, we have.
And
There's a lot of things, personal and gaming related. We're quite close.
yeah, 100%.
I would say, off the back of Stu's quiz, I would say Paul's getting ahead there because Pixie ruined a couple of answers for him. So,
Yeah, I'll take that.
there you go. We've tipped the 50-50 balance slightly.
I don't think... See, the thing is, I just don't think anyone's better than me at anything, really. But
To be fair, he does, he does slay out at Mario Kart, but then the first Pixie Gaming Championship, he did lose in this final against me.
I did.
Did the heat get to him? Did the pressure get to him?
But the thing is that like with me and against Ryan in the 1-on-1, it's failure that really creates the beast that comes back and gets you. You know?
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Inspires you.
Wow. But
Some bickering here.
We'll go with a reluctant that Paul's better than me.
It's
at-
only
at most
slight though.
stuff.
Only slight.
Very humble that was, Pixie. Well done.
Oh yeah.
Question 3. Obviously, we had your answer before, Pixie, so I'll spare you. Paul, what's your favourite game/console?
Well, yeah, you guys probably heard this. My favorite game is Last of Us.
Hey!
My favorite console, I'll go with the GameCube. To be fair,
Good one.
bit of a random one, just purely because of my childhood. I went from handheld, and the first sort of console I had was that little GameCube. I'm pretty sure I had Sonic Adventures 2 on there.
Yeah, you see, here at Shart Select, we've never heard of a GameCube. We don't know what they are. Apparently they're purple, but that's, who knows? Probably because we're old, right?
Yeah.
We only know the NES. Right, fair enough. So Last of Us and the GameCube. Interesting.
Yeah.
Or the Last of Us, as we meant to say. So, question 4, just for the listeners. For the record, what is the current score between Pixie and Shart Select in Call of Duty /Warzone?
So it all started with Stu mouthing me off, and then
Mugging you off.
I then laid down the gauntlet because I am, if anything, overconfident. And then a random challenger came over the horizon, and it wasn't Stu, it was Ryan. And Ryan and his aimbot came and beat me. It was close. Like in the actual games where it mattered, like the ones where we use normal guns and not crossbows and umbrellas or whatever else the chat got us to use. It was actually pretty close. And Ryan beat me, making it 1-0. And I went and I licked my wounds and I took it on the chin.
And then he called up the
And you
big
said,
boss.
"That's a nice game, that nice game." Then straight on Twitter, fucking cursing me straight away.
Sounds about right.
Good game, you bastard!
Yeah, 100%. And after a long time of, looking at myself in the mirror and really thinking, like, how do I improve myself? And I thought, I actually took a lot from you, Stu, because I thought, of course, why am I fighting my own battles when I can get someone else to fight them for me? So I rung Paul up, and he came and played in the 3-on-3s with me, and we completely and utterly blew Shart out the water. It was in that. It was really tight, and then in the last couple of games, it was 2 search and destroy matches, and we beat them on vacant on normal, and then we played Shoot House 24/7 on hardcore as well. And there was just this beautiful moment that I reconstructed on my Instagram story where, I turned the corner and I raise my MP5 and I break Shart's heart and just get that last kill. And it was, it was by my hand, as I mentioned, that I took Shart out. So it is overall 1-1.
Yeah, but we don't want to rub it in too much because, if anything, you guys need to take away the fact that on that shipment match, you were probably within a minute of me and Luke, like, just walking out. We were literally
close.
about to leave.
It was close.
Then you would have just got it by default.
But again, the warrior spirit of PIXI just carried us through, and we ended up coming out on top victorious because it was a level playing field. There was no aimbot. There was no PC master race
if I was
involved.
there, it would have been a different story. It would be 3-0
Yeah,
to
that's it.
Shart.
Yeah. Ryan would have been shooting us through a wall or the other side of the map.
Oh,
or
it was on
whatever.
PC though.
But yeah, so and we are now locked at 1-1. So all I know is that
Verdansk is calling.
if you want some, come get some is number one, and number two is just we are clearly superior in every way, and I just don't I can't see us losing ever again.
Stu, can we afford to change our handle to PIXI Bitch again? Or would it affect our rep too much?
Yeah, what's going to be the forfeit this time? Because I don't want to further humiliate you, Stu. You know what I mean? And we already know what it's probably just he'll probably just end just Ryan again this time. He'll be just terrified, won't he?
There's only one solution. Stu must give you free access to his OnlyFans if he loses.
I'll say that.
Yeah, that's it.
The loser has to suck the other one off and film it.
Fuck. Straight from 0 to 11 from Ryan there.
Yeah, nice.
That's the only way you'll get me play again. I'll forfeit then.
Ryan's like, I missed. Anyway, next question. Very important one, this one. Grapefruit, marry, kill. Nathan Drake, Kratos, or Mario?
I've been warned about this grapefruit thing.
Yeah, it could have been Kentucky Tractor Puller, so it's all right.
Nathan Drake, Mario, and
Kratos.
Can you change it to grapefruit?
I'll marry
Tractor Pull,
Kratos because he
Marry.
can protect me and keep me safe.
Yeah, good
Very
move.
stable relationship that would be.
Oh, yeah.
I'd kill. Fuck it, I'll kill Mario and grapefruit Nathan.
Tractor Pull, Nathan.
Combine Harvester Pull. It's the Southwest version. Well, that was a quick answer. I mean, you got to that pretty quick. That was. I always think you've been thinking about this on the reg, and that's why you got this so quick.
I've spent the past 2 weeks preparing for it. So.
Nathan Drake's a handsome man. Mate.
He is a very handsome man, mate.
Yeah. He's a mass murderer, though, isn't he? Don't turn your back on him. If he thinks you've got a gold token, he'll batter you. Okay, next question. If you two swapped bodies with Stu and Ryan, which bodies would you settle on inhabiting, and why?
It's like,
See, look, this is a difficult question.
Who's digestive?
That's Stu.
I'll take Stu.
Wow,
You take Stu.
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
quick.
wow, and I'm
Eddie.
left with a fucking little dick Ryan, mate.
You are, I'm afraid.
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Christ. Ryan's got a beautiful face, but he's just classic, and he pulls you in a nightclub, takes you home, and he's got fucking 2 inches to play with, mate. It's just fucking.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
nightmare.
about right. Yeah, sums it up quite well. Except the one you get in the nightclub.
Did you know that Ryan is completely hairless from the neck down there?
Ooh,
There you go, you'll enjoy that.
He's like a dolphin.
Smooth, mate, yeah.
it would be smooth.
And he's just got one tattoo of an arrow pointing downwards.
So yeah,
that
I'd be
changes
Ryan, and Paul would be Stu. Looks like.
So what's your thinking behind it? Give me some theory.
You just said.
Well, I'll wait for Paul.
Mine's just
said
I
you
can
know,
transfer
listen.
across the other body and still be good at COD.
Yeah, that's your
Okay.
thing. And then
Wow.
I don't.
No offense to Ryan, obviously.
I don't have to change anything.
I'm not been on it since I beat
I'd still be
PIXI.
used to being called Ryan. So when people called me Ryan, I'd turn
Yeah,
my
it
head. I'd turn my
wouldn't
head
spin you
still.
out, yeah.
That's one thing. I'd also be awful strapping. I'd have that that chiseled chin.
That's
that
true.
Ryan's got.
Those fine Roman features.
That's it. Yeah.
That's fair enough. All right. Next up, we might need a bit of thought from a few people this one. I want everyone to fess up to a terrible gaming secret each, and that includes us. Yeah, it's a shameful gaming fact that maybe you don't like sharing around because people will go, "What the fuck are you?"
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I want to read the rest of that Sonic fanfic.
In private. For example, mine is, I'm really, really actually quite shit at video games. I lack any kind of actual skill. I just like play them for the story.
Yeah.
Kind of knew that.
Yeah, you knew that, but Pixie and Paul didn't, so now they know.
So mine's grim, and you know it takes quite a lot to fess this up, you know, gentlemen. So buckle up.
All right, here we
I
go.
had Sims on mobile, so mobile Sims,
Okay, yeah.
and I basically realised that if you had shitloads of households, then that you could make lots and lots of money.
Okay, yeah.
But it all went to the same account, so it all went to like the original people that you played with, so it would all be like under one banner. So I basically started about 7 houses of like forced labor, where I would have a house full of 4 people, and they'd all just basically, I'd just go to the house and I'd allow them to stand up, piss themselves where they are, and then I'd just send them back to work straight away, like doing the plant work or whatever it was, like planting some carrots in their back garden. And I'd just go around each house just collecting the money for the carrots, allowing them to piss themselves and carry on. And then I'd like live my life of luxury as actually me, you know? And it
I
was,
actually wish I hadn't asked. That's terrible.
yeah, it's pretty gross. And then
You're like a
you know,
Victorian.
and I had flat screen TV. I was living the life, but you know, there was a real horror behind it, you know?
You're like a Victorian tycoon having orphan children working for him. Get back to work, boy!
Yeah,
That's
100%.
That's dark, man. Who's going next? Come on.
I can't think of anything, to be honest.
Trying to think.
All right, then. I guess it's Paul next, then.
The only thing that springs to mind, and it's a bit of malice in it, but
What's that?
my mate pulled out my.
Oh, dear. Back up!
Nah, my mate turned off my PlayStation via pulling out the power cord when I was doing an update, and deleted all my offline saves. So anything that wasn't connected to an online server, I lost.
Why would you do that?
No, I couldn't understand it, mate. I was livid, but I then proceeded to go onto his PlayStation and delete every save data he's ever had, and he just
Good.
He just never had it.
I thought you were going to say you beat him to a fucking pulp in his
Oh,
face.
yeah, I
Put
was
him on life
close.
support.
I was very close.
And now he has to eat through a straw.
There was a like, and this is serious now. Is that there was a part of Paul that died with that?
There was,
wasn't there?
yeah.
There was
I stopped gaming a lot more than I.
He
My
went off
gaming
for
got
like
cut in half.
like
nearly.
6 months. He just didn't play for a bit, just because I think he just, you know, after you've lost everything you've done on any story game for however long.
And my focus around that point was story games. To be
Mhm.
fair, so.
Oh, man. That's harsh, man. That's a game changer, isn't it?
I've got a story then.
Go on then, Ryan.
When I was playing World of Warcraft regularly, if I had a female character, I would pretend to be female in real life to get extra stuff.
Hey, why not? Game the system.
Go do what you got to do.
game the incels.
Yeah. If there are any boys on there, think there's a girl gamer, they're all over and give you free stuff. So I thought I'll get in on that.
No
But-
way, genius.
To be fair, there's nothing wrong with benefiting from incels. That's not about it. What was your fake name? Raina.
Yeah, just any. Oh, just don't give me your real name, do you?
Oh, fair enough. I thought for like
Your character's name.
I thought for like world building, you can maybe make up an entire persona.
Don't need to.
Well,
You just say I'm a girl in real life, and they're like, "Oh, here's some stuff. Do you need this item that dropped for me? I don't need it.
Can I date
Give
you,
it anyway."
please? No.
Thanks, babe.
And then,
Yeah, exactly. And then
sometimes you'd lure them into clearings and Stu would jump out and batter them.
yeah, especially when they brought the dungeon finder, because it put you in an instance where you'd be in different people from
Ryan,
different
seriously
realms.
though,
So-
how many of these people turned up at your house, and when you opened the door, they were like, "Oh gosh, he's a bloke."
Is that your wife?
It never came to my house, unfortunately.
Wait to see your wife. Scargan. Fuck off. Oh, Scargan was a dude, we all know that.
Yeah, big burly orc.
What was your female character called?
Oh, I can't remember.
You've got piles of them, haven't you?
Yeah, loads of them.
Fair enough. Anyone not first a secret yet? Stu, have you been?
Well, that time I got really into Truck Simulator and I only played that for ages. It's quite bad.
You've had a few of them, Stu. Viva Pinata was perhaps your most famous one.
Yeah, I think Truck Sim's a bit dirty, though, isn't it?
It's gritty, sort of the grim, gritty realism game that Stu got massively into. But to be fair, you were born to be a trucker. I remember when you had that trucker cap and it suited you so well.
Well, I have my big
Yeah,
hair.
that's why. Well, yeah.
Big hair just round the sides and the back.
Hanging around the semi-corral all the time, he is. Sniffing the seats in the toilets.
Sniffing the saddles in the
There's no
truck.
stopping him. He's born to truck. Fuck a truck. Right, okay. Next question. Question 8.
Back a truck, second truck.
Right, question 8. This one is for Pixie and Paul specifically. Maybe Pixie more than Paul. Fill in the missing words. Blank on the cob. Adrian's blank.
What, you want me to fill it with something that I actually genuinely think it is?
Yes.
Corn.
Yeah.
Corn on the cob.
Yep.
And Hadrian's wall.
So the two words together are...
Corn Adrian?
Oh, you saw that. Damn it, you ruined my plan. You were supposed to say Cornwall.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Wow.
Little goblin.
Wow.
All right, fair enough.
I'm still
You
laughing to
bloody
myself at
scousers.
parkour.
Parkour. So, question 9. Back to the serious questions. If you took darling mushroom-based survival horror game on the PS4/PS3 and placed it in a medieval fortification, what would you have?
you'd lost me there.
If you took a darling mushroom-based survival horror game and placed it in a medieval fort, what would you have?
Mushroom Castle.
Oh, close. What's the think of the video game, the survival horror game with the mushroom people
With the mushroom. Oh, Last of Us. Last of Us.
in?
Last of Us in the castle.
I had to spoon feed it a bit, but we got there in the end.
It fucks me
Okay.
off how much Ryan's enjoying that. I
Right,
can imagine his smug little face just laughing away.
Yeah.
he is having a little giggle.
Them high cheekbones, mate, are fucking loving it.
Yeah, those fine chiseled cheekbones. I can't be in the room for too long with Ryan. He gets to me. So, question 10. Who would Pixie and Mr. Raptor invite for a sexy meal out of the hosts, and why?
Why do you always
Because
put these
we're
types of
grooming them,
questions
Stu.
to anyone?
Which one
Told
of
you
them,
about
which one of
this.
them would you want to take out for a meal, mate?
See, I'd have to say Stu again.
Ooh.
Stu, I'm not being funny, mate, but do
I
you
think I got something.
do you want to do just a podcast just the two of you? You know,
think
like
we need
just
Just the two of us.
I think there was you touched him in such a way on that shipment.
You
Matt,
really
that
did, mate. It's going to stick with me. That
He wants you to be his dom.
He touched him in that shipping yard, I tell you.
Stu the bear just dominating.
I would take. See, I think last time I took Ryan out for a
You
date.
did. A slap up meal.
But I think this time I'm going to take Craig because I think he's
Yay.
you know,
It's-
Who is it you do news dump with?
Stu.
Yeah, I'll definitely take Stu. Yeah, he looks.
Yeah.
Love is in the air.
This is why Craig keeps asking these questions, because he wants to get picked.
Please
Not been
someone
picked
choose
yet.
me.
I have picked, and I've picked Craig this time because I think I can't stand Ryan
He's
anymore
lonely.
after he used to date. So I couldn't sit in the same room as him for very long without just feeling sick, and then or thinking of crossbows, and then Stu. I just think like he'd be a no-show, wouldn't he? Like when I challenged him to a one-on-one last time,
He'd stand you up, wouldn't he?
He'd
he'd
stand
be
you up,
gone,
yeah.
or he'd send Ryan instead. So Craig, I know Craig would be there. You know, he'd be happy. We'd
All
talk Final
reliable.
Fantasy, and
Yeah,
we'd play the beautiful Eris theme in the background when we made love.
Oh, yes, we would. That's bad. It's Morrowind then, but you know what I was going for. There you go. Yeah, and we just totally fucking bang on the table.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
In the restaurant.
Yes, in the
We start playing like the
restaurant, Stu.
fighting music from Final Fantasy 7.
The boss music. Just going straight to that fake MIDI guitar.
I reckon it'd be Guile's theme. That goes over.
Yeah, it would, you're right. As I was just going full Sonic and Shadow over the table.
Oh, God.
Who's Sonic and who's Shadow?
I'll be Shadow.
You'd be the top, would you?
Yeah. Come on, Iron. Yes, on the table.
Yes, Craig.
Candles.
Give it to me, Craig. That's when he spunks.
That's the vinegar strokes right there. Well, this podcast just got really fucking weird. Let's get back into the room. Back into the room, everyone. All right, next question. Nice, straightforward one. Favorite game characters?
Kratos and Atreus are great. I really like Geralt from The Witcher 3.
Who doesn't, man?
He's ace. Chris and Jan from The Witcher 3 are both quality. There's loads of Witcher 3 characters I like.
Yeah, it's fair.
Who else? Arthur Morgan, he's pretty dope, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he shouts like cowboy uncle.
Nathan Drake's cool. Elena's cool. Chloe's cool from Uncharted 2. Anyone else I can think of just off the top of my head? Anyone you got?
I mean, you've mentioned quite a fair few of them. Obviously, Ellie and Joel from The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
All the Borderlands characters. Every single one of them. I love them.
What, even Tiny T?
My standout ones you would have covered there.
Cloud Strife.
Oh,
I like Cloud Strife.
Cloud, yeah, Cloud's always a good one,
He's just
isn't he?
sick
Bless him.
looking, isn't he? You know?
With his big old sword.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. Fair enough. So, what about you, Ryan and Stu? Favorite game characters?
Favorite game characters? I still like John Marston, I do.
Marston's good. He's a good character.
See him evolve in the second one, all the way up to where you see him in the first one.
Yeah, he's a gruff boy.
Yeah.
He's like Ryan in many ways. He's a gruff man. I always remember that cutscene in the first game where he's having a card game with some German bloke and he calls him Germany. That always made me laugh. Whoa, calm down, Germany. The guy with the cool semi-automatic pistol that he steals off him. John Marston was rad. Anyone else you like?
Can't really think, to be honest.
Mine's gone blank.
Yeah, Commander Jackson's alright in Crackdown 3. He's just basically Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews is good. No one's got time for Terry. Was it White Chicks where he's
Not seen White
miming
Chicks.
along to that song?
Yeah, it is that song.
Yeah, he's a good one. We love him. Stu, any characters you want to give a big shout out to?
Saints Row guy.
Saints Row Guy. Saints Row Guy is probably the best character ever, but sadly nobody else gets why we love him because he's purely our creation.
I do sadly. They'd spoken about Age of Rages on my first podcast.
That's when we were trying to be. That's when we were trying to be semi-professional and we we're not trying to use go too sexual. Yeah. So he pours this bottle of stuff on them and they come back to life. And Ryan's like, "Yeah, wasn't it beer?" And the Stu's like, "No, it's cum, innit?" It's like, fucking hell, Stu. Breaks our professional image with a fucking bunker buster.
That was the start of the snowball that we're now experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. There's no coming back from it, really. We've just decided, fuck it, we're not going to try and be a proper gaming podcast. We're just Shart Select now. You get what you are. You get what you listen to with us. Which is mainly us bickering for 2 hours and then some wizards come along. But okay, next question. Which of these questions so far has been your favourite and why?
Someone ran out of creativity at this point.
No, I'm just stroking my ego.
So far...
He's touching himself now,
I'm
so careful.
touching myself.
I quite like the story about the question about our backstory because that's only been talked about once on our podcast. That's it.
It was the only serious question we did.
I liked it when he brought up what's the score on Shart and PIXI Podcast because you know we have the most recent win, and it was quite.
So now you can stroke your ego too, you say? Everyone's a. Hello, everyone. Ryan's just gone to see what happened, but we are back online. I think there was just a drop in the Wizards Tower internet Wi-Fi. I assume Master Cumbrag's playing with the router again. He likes to give it sassy names.
He likes to put those antennae right up his butthole, doesn't he?
Oh, you know what these wizards are like. Any excuse, man. We're just waiting for Ryan to come back from the top of the wizard's tower. He's just got to have a go at the wizards. So. Well, we know how that's going to end, don't we?
Yeah. What is fucked up is that, like, because you guys are so fucked up, the imagination, the place that my mind's going to. So not only is that, so Craig said he was in a garage, so I imagine him in a garage, on a sofa recording or whatever. Then when he said, "Oh, Ryan's coming back," I imagine Ryan in a mankini.
Oh no!
Because
No.
this is the kind of things you guys install in my mind of, like, you can't just think of someone normally walking along in clothes with you guys. I got to think of some fucked up shit, and then
I'm seeing Craig in black stilettos and nothing else.
Yeah, that's right.
Rolled out of the sofa with a mic.
I'm dressed like like Tim Curry in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just something like
Too old for them.
Yeah, but it's
I don't get that
a pop
reference, are
culture. It's a pop culture thing, isn't it? Most people have heard of it, or at least recognise it if they saw a picture of it. It's like instilled in pop culture, and pop culture is timeless. Like people still go on about Marilyn Monroe, innit? I don't
now
personally.
imagine
I don't,
Ryan in the Marilyn
don't-
Monroe skirt, fucking trying to hold it down whilst all that air blows it up,
Yeah, Ryan's there going tee trying to hold his dress. Anyway, shall we carry on? Ryan will be back with us in a second, so we can get back on it. So, next question: where did we get up to before the mysterious droppage?
It was our favourite questions. So
Oh yeah,
Favourite
that's right.
character.
Stroking my. Oh, that's right. That's where we were up to. What made you go with the handle of Yung Raptor, and why?
Were you working at the bookies at the time that I was trying to do this?
No.
Basically, I wanted it to be Raptor, but obviously through a bit of research, there's a lot of Raptors.
Oh,
and
yeah.
quite a few of them have quite a bit of a following. So
Yeah, there's Velocity, Falcon, Hawk, Eagle, Kestrel.
yeah, there's shitloads. But yeah, no, I was sat there with two of my workmates, and I just said to them, I want to come up with a sort of alias, help me out, and we just tried to be young and hip, and went with the weird spelling of young, and yeah, kept the Raptor part. Obviously, I'd half done the logo already.
Oh, it's a
That
nice
kinda
logo.
gave me a bit of a heads up for it.
And also the other thing is that when he coughs, he sounds like this.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Does he hate kitchens?
See the fucker open up door handles, mate. It's terrifying.
There's not just like on a pawn shop for chasing children around kitchens. I'll trade you that for the story behind why my kind of online name was Winstolf, because it's a bit of a weird one. Basically, many years ago, me and my brother used to play Call of Duty 2 online on the PC. We were quite good at it. But back in those days, you had to choose between Allies and Axis, or it chose for you. Most of the time, I think it was randomised. So we came up with a name that was a sick combination between Winston Churchill and Adolf Hitler. Winstolf Hithill.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's so that way, no matter what side we were on, we were always relevant. I've just kind of kept the first half of it. It's a bit worrying because it's got elements of Adolf in there, which isn't cool. But yeah, apart from that, it's fine. I've just stuck with it since. What about yours, Stu? What about Digeztive?
Back in the day before Xbox Live was a thing, used to play System Link with Xboxes on Halo 2. So there'd be like 6 of us all around the house, like get all the tellies in the house into like one room, or like across different rooms, and then we'd play Halo 2. Me and Paul decided that we were going to change our names to different biscuits each
not this,
round.
Paul. You've not started doing like hanging around with each other yet.
Young Digestive.
Not yet. Yeah. No, that was Booth then instead of Paul. Yeah, we decided we're going to be called Biscuits. And it just stemmed from that.
Oh, fair enough. That's a nice story. And for a while, you were called Papa Horse as well, which was good.
Papa Horse was because that was like the weirdest name I could think to call one of your
I think
mates.
it came off the back of the Weeble video about the amazing horse as well, didn't it?
Maybe.
Look at my horse.
Just imagine calling someone Papa Horse.
Hey there, Papa Horse. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
He's also known as Robert Kopp as well.
Robert Kopp, yeah. But no one got
Robert
that reference. A lot of people just called you Robert online. Or Rob. They ruined it for him.
Yeah.
Right, the next question has been planted by one of these two. So the question is, why? Oh, hang on. Why can't you spell young correctly? There you go.
There we go. I answered that in the back. I'm just trying to be young and hip. I'm trying not to grow up too quick.
Yeah, down with the kids, as they say.
Yeah, born in 94 and I feel like I'm going on 50, so.
I was born in 84, so I am going on 50.
Going on 60 for you.
Yeah, man. I was born in the old George Orwell year, so there you go.
Yeah, the other reason behind Young Raptor is the fact that my old sort of aliases I used to go by, I don't think they would have swung as much. Like Goggles to Scott, All Stars,
Daddy Big Dick,
Bro.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of
I'm
X's
good
on
at
either
cold
side.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some weird names in the past, so I just tried to go with something a bit more.
Fair enough.
This
I
is
remember
how
it
you
was
spell
so
young
weird.
now, guys. You know?
Oh, fair enough.
Get
This is
with
the
the
modern
time.
spelling. My bad. I remember there was someone who's Stu and Ryan though on Xbox Live who was called XX Ills Magics with a Z. XX. That was one of my favourites. Or what was the other one? What's the one we used to laugh at, Stu? It'd be like XX Shadow Wolf 420 XX and stuff. It's like
Yeah, it'd always be
just,
lowercase and high case
Yes.
for the X's as well, yeah.
like Lone Wolf 420 Reefer XX. It's like, is it just a name generator for this shit or what?
Best was finding all the weird guild names of Warcraft.
What was that
best.
one that we were laughing at for ages?
Warlords
Sons of
War.
Redemption was a
Lords
good one.
of War, that was
Oh, yeah,
the
Warlords of
Warlords
War.
of War.
Warlords of War, yeah.
That's what a warlord is, mate.
It's a bit redundant, that really, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell. And we've got one last question to round us out. Finally, what does the future hold for PIXI Podcast?
Well,
Throw this one over to you, boy.
yeah, interesting. Well, we just started up our own Patreon, and
Ooh.
our listeners are going up, stuff like that. And we plan to, of course, once COVID's a little bit more permitting, carry on going around and doing the conventions and stuff, which would be good.
Yeah.
And yeah, just grow and become, hopefully one of the best gaming podcasts in the UK, and just expand our audience and stuff like that. And then hopefully start doing things like the PIXI Gaming. Obviously, we're going to be doing another PIXI
Bringing
Gaming
back
Championship
championships,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. I'm getting myself a full PIXI Gaming Championship belt with on my logo on it and everything like that, which will be
I like
cool. Like proper WWE heavy metal belt, which will be good fun. And everyone's going to want to win that. And just really, the ultimate goal is just to keep crushing Shart Select every single time we can, at Call of Duty or any other game, really, because it doesn't matter what it is. We'll just turn our hand to it and smash them.
We welcome the rivalry here on Shart Select.
Challenge it to Unreal Championship because nobody could beat me on that.
Yeah. We'll put our PC gamer Ringer Ryan in if you're not careful,
Yeah,
and you can put your Ringer Paul in as well, Pixar.
yeah.
That sounds good.
Right.
Get Forza Motorsport on Game Pass, and I'll do you on that as well.
He's going to start listing them off now.
Get a game I'm good at, I'll play you on it, says Stu.
Yeah.
Right then. I think it's time, guys, arbitrarily for no reason at all, for us to look in the crystal ball and see what the Wizards are up to this week. They're probably fucking tearing games as usual, but shall we have a look?
Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands the Wizard's Tower. Deep within this dank and uninviting place works Shart Select.
Hello.
Overworked employees of the Wizards upstairs.
Stuart, milk me.
But that's nothing compared to horrors that lurk beneath the trash door. 'Cause there's always shit games down there. In the dark. Waiting to come out.
Anyway, I saw that Lloyd Goochman sniffing around my favourite bumblebug. I hope you boys sorted him out good for me.
Yes, turn him away.
Very good, very good. We have some guests here in the tower today. 2 wizards from the southwest, you know. What are your name, wizards from the southwest?
Young Raptor.
Ah, Raptor. Hello. And what is your little friend called?
Little Cornish Twinkie.
Hello, Twinkie.
I'm little Cornish Twinkie.
Hello, Twinkie. I've not seen you boys around here before. Welcome to the Wizard's Tower. As you know, you've arrived just in time for the weekly game tiering. Of course, we have a tiering board with several layers upon it. At the bottom, we have trash, which is where Cumbrack throws most of the games he talks about. Then we have meh. Then we have okay. Then we have good. Then we have thick. Then we have Shart. And at the top, at the very pinnacle, we have wizard. Do you understand?
Indeed.
Yes.
Very good. In those cases, let us review a game each upon the tiering board. Who wants to go first, my friends? No? Anyone? What about you, Twinkie? Let's have you up first.
Oh, I will be bringing to the table. What have I been playing? What did I mention earlier on? I'm going to rank Grounded. No, because you guys done that last week.
Cumbrack got that
I'm going
one.
to put. It is the What Remains of Edith Finch.
Ah, yes.
Which is quite wonderful in many a way.
Much like a wizard.
I rather enjoyed myself, even put the control down afterwards, and
masturbate.
Wiped yourself silly.
Ignited my wand and lifted it in the air with Wingardium Leviosa. And,
oh yes.
And I put it upon the highest shelf that I could. So I'll give it the highest tier that you can give it.
Verily, you put it upon wizard.
Well, the wizard tier.
Very well, my friend. It sits firmly, proudly upon the wizard tier. Very good. What about you, Master Raptor?
I'm going to put The Witcher 3.
I think I've done that one.
Shit. What haven't we done?
We've not done The Last of Us yet.
Oh, I'm going to put The Last of Us on Wizard.
Very well. Explain why to the audience, please. Which we don't have, because we're in here alone. But pretend there's an audience, just in case there is.
I'm going to put it up there because it's a very good game that includes a lot of gaming.
And feelings. And emotions. Have you been talking to Stu about interview techniques?
I might have been.
Nobody likes anything more than a game with a lot of gaming, gentlemen.
Oh, very much so. Yes, quite. You wiggle the sticks and press the buttons and the people move.
Yes.
I like your thinking. Anything else you fancy adding?
That's all I got.
Oh, very well, very well. I can see you a little bit nervous. Most people are when they meet Master Fenric for the first time. Next up,
his massive staff.
Exactly. Do you want to stroke my meat staff, sir?
Ooh.
Yes, not too hard. You'll make it splurge. There's no safety on this thing, you know.
I want to get all
Yes,
chapped.
it'll get chapped on the end, and then the magic's less effective. Anyway, Cumbrack, go next.
I'll put
Keep touching it. That's right.
Red Faction Gorilla Remastered onto the tiering list. It's pretty much exactly how you remember it, without the garish, crappy graphics of the 360, nice and 4K and anti-aliased, no jaggedness needed, and it's got all the destructive fun of the original.
I like it. Can you still knock three pillars off a building and it stands on one pillar magically? I like it.
Yes.
Very well.
Although it does suffer from too many die time.
Yes.
It happened to me earlier, and I've not been back on it since. So it has to sit at just good.
Fair enough. That's fair. I appreciate this assessment of the game. Thank you, Cumrag. Master Wizard, let's hear what you've got to say, you little tinker.
Yes. I'm going to talk about a little game I've been playing today and yesterday and everywhere else. It's called God's Trigger.
Ooh, God's Trigger.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's just came out in March 2018, but I picked it up for free from the Epic Games Store.
Because we're wizards and we get special dispensation.
Yes. It was developed by One More Level and published by Techland.
Ooh,
Fellas behind Dying Light.
and Call of Juarez, as I recall.
Yes. It's a top-down twin-stick style shooter,
Ah,
and you play as a fallen angel and a demon, trying to stop, I presume, the apocalypse because you have to defeat the 4 horsemen.
do they fuck at any point?
Not that I've played it yet. No.
Trash.
I guess it kind of plays like, what's it called? Hot Point Miami or something.
Hotline
Miami, yes. Whereas you have one life, and if you die, you have to go back to the checkpoint.
You sounded a bit like Ryan from the shed then.
I did, sorry.
What's
I've got a
going
bit of
on
a
with your
cold.
voice? Break the fourth wall.
It's good, actually. Yeah, it's very gory, and it's like
Gory.
cel-shaded in a way.
Gory, full of guts and slimy fluids.
Yes, and you have a magic sword, and you can pick up weapons and shoot people with them as well.
Ooh.
And the checkpoints aren't too bad. It's only like the previous room, so you can get through the level after only a few tries rather than starting from the very beginning. It offers couch or local co-op as well.
Yes, because we have a couch in the Wizard's
Yes.
Tower. It's very stained
Ooh.
with suspicious fluids.
With the single player, you can switch
Sponges when you
between the
sit.
characters as well.
Yes, it crinkles.
It's good, yes. I'll stick it in the good section. It's not really my cup of tea with the twin stick
Oh,
shooters,
very
but
well.
this one's okay.
Very well. 1 second.
Ooh.
Yes, if you
that
have
the
a PC,
jangling
you
of
can get it for
chains?
free.
Yeah, someone escaped from the dungeon. We've had to put them back down there. It was one of those skeletons. Back you go, skeleton.
Is that cook man from last week?
Oh,
Put
you're
him back
onto
in
us.
there.
We trapped him in the dungeon with a Tetris man until he draws me a picture.
Yes.
Good then, yes.
Yes, good.
Very sorry about that. I was distracted by that skeleton. Which leads us on to me, I suppose. Master Fenrig, bill payer at the Wizard's Tower.
Breadwinner.
Breadwinner, if you will. We don't let Merlin do it because he's a cunt. Anyway, let me tell you about a game from 2004 on the PlayStation 2 called Driven to Destruction. This was a cheapo game, which maybe you would never have picked up, but it was the most fun in a car you could have on that console because it was a destruction derby game. Like that game on
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like that game on the PlayStation, but with really good damage for the PS2. And you'd have to do the figure of 8 jump race, smashing into people. There was a game when you had to drag a boat around the track and people had to knock each other's boats off. That was good. There was Red Rover, which is like Tick. You had to keep jumping back and forth between the bases. And sometimes you couldn't even turn your car around, so you had to reverse down the obstacle course. It was great fun for a wizard boy like me. And then there was a mode called Detention, which was perhaps the best when you played 2-player, because someone was a car in the race, and player 2 was an invincible school bus, which would chase you around trying to kill you, and it was really exciting, and my wizard mind was engorged and powerful. Anyway, I would say it's... Anyway, I would put that in the thick category. Good review?
Oh, yes.
Very well.
Indubitably.
Indubitably, sir. So how about our guests come and look at the exquisite bum plug room? Come on, everyone, follow me. Let's go. Come back, keep your hands to yourself. Well, that was the Wizards. I see they've got... How come they always have guests whenever we have guests?
It's weird,
Very
isn't it?
strange.
Coincidence.
It's funny they were from the same neck of the woods as you two as well.
Yeah, we got to share
we're
a
not
bed
the
with
same
them. You
name.
guys only have one fucking guest room.
Yeah, very odd. Very odd. They didn't touch you, did they?
Cumrag probably did.
Oh, he definitely did. He can't keep his hands
That's how
to
you get in the
himself.
front door. You can't go past without him touching you.
He's like a fucking octopus with hands, isn't he? No getting past him. He's like Mr. Tickle. So, I believe that leads us to the end of this episode of Shart Select. Would you all agree?
Indeed.
So my question is to Pixie and Mr. Young Raptor. Would you like to promo yourselves before Ryan brutally rounds us out?
Well, we are the two out of the three hosts of the PIXI Gaming Podcast, which is on Mondays every single week. I do host 3 podcasts.
3 what?
3 different podcasts underneath the
Right.
PIXI Podcast, but we do every single Monday, and it's just 3 of us all chatting about what we've been up to. Then we do a discussion o'clock topic, and then a Rise Randoms as well, which is a bit like Ryan's Surprise, but a bit more.
It's always a good laugh.
PG, and so yeah, that's it basically. And I'm not brave enough yet to bring Big Luke on here because
Let's have him on.
he's a thick boy and
Very thick boy.
We'll have
really
him on.
thick boy.
Then we'll have him off.
And I think
What?
I just want to be able to. I wouldn't be able to bring him without Ryan. Ryan would just go crazy.
That Sonic
be all
fan
over
fiction
it.
might come true.
Yes, Rule 34, Pixie and Shart Select, sexy fanfics.
And I also, of course, run a podcast with Stu from Shart Select.
Yes.
Which is the PIXI News Dump, which is on Saturdays, where I present 10 topics to Stu. I bring in from all around the web, different news stories, and then I present them to him, and he decides either let's hear it or dump it, and we decide whether to talk about it or not, whether it's interesting or not in the world of Stu.
Which is a very cool format.
Pulls out a nice big steaming news log.
That's like a
Nice
very cool
piping
format. I
hot,
like it.
rancid, runny news headline.
Oh, all flies on it.
Yeah.
So where can we find you online?
Oh, you can find us on Instagram at PIXI Podcast, Facebook PIXI Podcast, Twitter PIXI Podcast, and we also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/PIXI Podcast.
Right.
You can
YouTube
find
as well.
YouTube, which is PIXI Gaming Podcast, and then you can also find Paul, of course, which is Young Raptor on Instagram, and Raptor Young, just to mix things up,
Yeah,
on Twitter.
annoyingly.
And this is with no O in it, right? Just
Yeah, no O. Young hip way spelling it. YUNG _ Raptor 94.
Just
YUNG. Yeah.
Just to clear it up for our listeners as well, podcast is spelt the same as podcast.
Yeah, it is very, very much the same.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. All right, Ryan, round us out before they kill us.
You've been listening to Shart Select. Find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Shart Select. Bye.
Peace out.
Find us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and all that.
Yeah,
baby.
they've already found us, haven't they?
I hope so. You might have found us at random. A random podcast. Well, listen to all of our episodes because we're ready for it.
One sec, guys, one sec.
Oh, yeah.
One sec. It's just one of those things that perhaps your listeners might not have heard, so I just thought I'd play it quick. It's buffering.
Okay. Cornwall internet's probably quite slow, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like our intro.
Welcome to PIXI Bitch.
That is amazing. Fair play. That was really good. Wonderful edit. Right then. Not true like, but good edit.
No plagiarism at all there, no plagiarism.
No. Alright then, cool. See you all next time, listeners.
Cheers, boys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Alright, there we go. Good episode, gang. Good episode.
Yeah, bye.